on Coleman. Count on Coleman. If your world is looking strange, you can count on Coleman for change.
Welcome, Baton Rouge, or should I say District 10 Plus. Welcome to Coleman Media Center, where we strive to educate the people. That is of utmost importance, that folk know what's going on. And so today, ladies and gentlemen, and I know that this face is definitely a familiar face to you, we have Dr. Gerard A. Robinson Sr. And that name, Robinson, just does something for me, because that R in that Carolyn R. Coleman is Robinson. So that'll be something if we can. The pastor of the McKowen Baptist Church. And so we are here today to talk about Pastor Gerard A. Robinson Sr.'s 35th anniversary at McKowen Baptist Church. And it will be this Sunday, September 7th. And so, Pastor, I yield to you. Talk to us about how it feels celebrating 35 years of pastoring at the same church.
Well, thank you, Councilwoman Coleman, for having us to be a part of what you're doing in this community. I really want to begin by saying that I appreciate the innovative ideas that you're bringing to our community in an effort to reach out to all of the people in District 10. I think that is a powerful concept. And though I have a lot of council friends, I want to tell you my best council person.
Y'all heard it out there. Y'all heard that.
Yes. And
yes, and I appreciate that.
And so we're excited about what you're doing in our district, and I certainly pray that God will continue to give you the energy and the strength that you need to continue that work. But yeah, we are extremely excited about our 35th year, 35 years in one place. And Councilwoman Coleman, I tell you, that's a long time to be anywhere.
Anywhere doing anything, 35 years, that's right.
And I am really grateful when I think about what it means to me, being a country boy out of the Red Hills of Mississippi.
Wow.
And I came to this city through pastoring, and through pastoring the McKowen Missionary Baptist Church. And when I look back over my life and look at where the Lord has brought, listen, I used to run down potato road, right?
Yes.
Dusty potato road, dust on my feet, and being a country boy. And so to look at where God has brought me from, I am just grateful and thankful, because I realize that I'm not here on my own, but I'm here by the power of God and by the support of my mother, father, family, friends, other preachers who've come before me, who have really lit the pathway for me to travel down to get this far. So the 35th year of pastoring at the McKowen Church is really a monumental achievement for me. Because to be honest, when I first came here, I never thought I would last 6 months.
Yes, yes.
Let alone 35 years. So it's an exciting time.
And you talked about those potatoes. See, they don't know anything about dropping a potato drawer and somebody coming along, sticking it, knocking that dirt over it, and then waiting for it.
Don't let me find out you know something
about that, and then waiting for the time to go dig them, and yes, and then shaking that dirt off of them and putting them in piles, and then as you're doing all of that, thought processing and all kinds of stuff. But yes, sir, and I wouldn't trade it for nothing in the world. So talk to me about some of the significant memories that you have had during these 35 years at the church with members that may still be there, members that may have gone on, or just some memories?
It has been again a monumental experience. There's so many memories that comes to mind. First of all, never having pastored in the city. And believe it or not, there is a different personality construct as it relates to city people versus country people,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Where I came from in the country, the preacher's word was the law. Right, you get to the city, a whole lot of people's word become law.
That's right. That's right. That's
and,
right.
And so they're great memories. I think one of the memories that I cherish, I've always wanted to invest in the lives of young people, and I think you know that when we were engaged in conversation about the Blanco Clark YMCA. I've always been concerned about the welfare and the health of our young people.
Yes.
And so in the last administration, government administration, we were able to obtain funds in order to have a vibrant after-school tutoring program. And I was privileged not only to see some of the people that I pastor, young people that I pastor, but young people from out of this community at large come into those tutorial programs. I was able to see them be hugged. I was able to see them be fed and receive nurturing.
Yes.
That sometimes they were really actually not getting at home. And that will forever be a part of my my thought processes as it relates down through the years. Having worked with the McKinney Middle School.
Yes. Yes.
And
right
partnership,
across the street
right,
from you.
and partnership with them, and having the opportunity to go across the street and just work with the masses of young people. And believe it or not, there are a lot of things we can learn from them because they are moving and talking in ways that if you're not connected, they'll get beyond you.
Yes, yes.
And so those are some of the things that are nurturing our senior. I remember having the Females of Faith and Boys in the Hood ministry.
Yes.
And it did my heart all the good in the world to be able, those children will go to the elderly people houses in the community. The boys would mow the grass. The young ladies would go into the home and help the elderly lady wash dishes, clean. And to see the joy
yes.
on those people's face, I can never forget it. And so they're great memories.
And you know, Pastor, I'm just sitting here being reminded of when you reached out about the unsafe stop there at Louisa and coming off there. And I tell you, you didn't give up and you were out there early and you called me early. And so it was monumental to be concerned about the safety of the people in this neighborhood where the trees had grown out such where the folk couldn't see coming there, and you stayed on it. Oh, you stayed on it. You were persistent and consistent with what you were requesting.
Yeah, and that was a strategic part of what I tried to do. I've always had a spirit to look out for the community at large. And I'm telling you, and I don't say this to just be throwing out accolades, but you have been one of the better council persons to connect with, to communicate, and feel the spirit of your constituents when it comes down to the problems of this community. And you stood with me I had been talking, I know, for a couple of years about that intersection.
Yes.
I've been watching cars be turned over on their tops and sides, people being hurt. A couple of my members, as a matter of fact, one of them in here with me, having accidents at that juncture. And through your help and what you do, you were able to help us to get those four-way stops there, at least give people pause before running through that intersection. And I'm willing to venture that we saved a lot of lives. So that was a great memory.
I say so too. And you mentioned the Barranco Clark, and that is still something that's on the hearts of us, and even the congressman, the Waterbees, that Y over there, to be able to be a place where we can provide services for our youth, and they come and they enjoy and they do. And when we have constructive stuff for them, constructive stuff, then a lot of the destructive stuff will go by the wayside.
Right.
And that is of utmost importance there. And so now you have a celebration coming up, Pastor, and any time that you've been in something for 35 years, you ought to be celebrated. You ought to be celebrated. I know that it has not always been easy. I know that you have faced some obstacles. So I'm just going to yield to you, and as they say in the church, have your way there. Have your way.
Yeah, it is. We're looking forward to our 35th year celebration. Listen, it has not been always easy. I remember being a young preacher coming to the McKowen church, having followed two senior pastors, Reverend Elvin L. McKowen, Dr. S.H. Freeman. And so I was like David facing Goliath. And, you know, we sometimes get caught up in age, seniorhood versus youth.
Yes.
And so sometimes people weren't ready to hear the little old country voice.
Yes, yes.
And I had to learn to let God fight those battles. And I've seen a lot of people come. I've seen a lot of people go. But through it all, God has sustained me in my efforts to shepherd and lead that flock, and I'm grateful. We have quite a few things going on that day. We have a church coming out of New Orleans, the Providence, number 2 Baptist Church, pastored by Damian Epps, one of our national preachers, and he's going to be delivering that anniversary sermon. Of course, people like you,
yes,
that we've learned to love down through the years are coming to support.
Yes.
And so I'm just excited about that moment. Of course, that service will start at 3 p.m., promptly at 3 p.m., and my mother, who's 80 years old,
wow, yes,
will be coming from Mississippi to walk me in. And that will be a created memory that will sustain me for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And so I'm just excited about what that event is going to be like on Sunday. The Bible talks about giving honor to whom honor is due.
That's right. That's right.
And there are some people who put in the work. Listen, I have not just been a pastor, but I've been a working pastor.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, our theme for the year is disciples of Christ committed to working the work, which suggests that the work that God has given us to do in this life will not work itself in our community, in our churches, in our home, but God has to have go-to-it people who are willing to do the work. And so it's been a monumental task, but by the grace of God and his saving power, we've been able to endure. And I'm grateful to God for that.
And so 35 years, and what do you see on down the road? What are some things that you would like to see take place during the rest of your tenure at the McKowen Baptist Church?
Listen, there are some pastors who feel that after you get so far, you just take a concept of just coasting on into heaven.
Yes, yes.
That ain't my thing.
Yes,
right.
yes.
My thing is to not. My thing is to wear out. Right.
That's it.
And so I'm energized, as energized now as I was then, where my people are concerned. Listen, we're living in tedious times. We're living in troubled times.
Yes.
And I keep telling preachers this, and I'll say it on this podcast, that there's a storm coming our way. All of the dynamics are there, all of the political dynamics, all of the crimes, all of the things that we're seeing that are not conducive of what should be healthy community.
Yes.
All of the symptoms are there. That's going to ultimately bring about a storm. And my goal is to try to keep warning and keep harrowing. Listen, we need to have people who are ready to step up and face the challenge. So I've come a long way, but I don't feel no way tired.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I don't feel no way tired. So continue to invest in our community, continue to invest in our children, continue to try to support leaders who who are not just elected to wear the title, but are elected to do the work.
Yes.
Like
yes.
you.
And I thank you for that.
I like it.
And I really want we had talked earlier about adjudicated properties, and we're going to get on that. And we're going to look in our community and see what is it that we must do in order to make some better lives for people. Yes. And that's what it's all about. Yes. And I thank you for your leadership. You know, if you're going to get in the water, swim. And you can't swim if you're scared. And so I appreciate your leadership and your straightforwardness when you commit to do something. And yeah, you're all in. And so again, let Baton Rouge know what time this event is on Sunday, where it is. And again, they know that it's 35 year of work, 35th year anniversary. So let them know what, where, and how they can definitely find us.
Listen, we're right here in one of the best areas of Baton Rouge to lift up the name of Jesus and to worship and praise at the McKowen Missionary Baptist Church, 1255 Louise Street, 70802, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Listen, you need to be there at 3 o'clock p.m. and we're going to be celebrating and lifting the Lord up. You're going to be able to, and we're going to put that on our Facebook page. You can go to our Facebook page and you can see, if you're not going to be able to attend, you can see the Cash App there. If you want to contribute to the 35th year anniversary, you'll see the time there. And we're just looking for you September the 7th, which is this Sunday coming at 3 p.m. promptly. We'll be there along with the End Time Ministry television broadcast that comes on every Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on Cox.
Well, Pastor, want to thank you for sharing with us. And yes, I shall be there and see Mom walk you in for sure. That does my heart great. And so just want to say to you, Baton Rouge, as they said in the church, don't beat me there, meet me there on Sunday at 3 o'clock at this church to celebrate the 35th year anniversary. And so thank you all for tuning in. Thank you, Pastor, for sharing today. And as we always say, you can count on Coleman.
Count on Coleman. Count on Coleman. If your world is looking strange, you can count on Coleman for change.